I recently disembarked Coral Princess in Sydney, and at the gangway there was a mascot, Stanley Bear, saying goodbye to all of the passengers. Now, I hadn't realised that I'd actually met Stanley Bear a few years earlier. I'll put a photo just here. Now, Stanley Bear is the mascot for Princess Cruise Line, but there's also a second mascot that you will easily recognise, and that is the Seawitch. The Seawitch has a story. So once I started digging into who is Stanley Bear, I also had a little bit of research into what is the Seawitch. Stick around and find out what I found. Here's Stanley saying goodbye to the passengers on Coral Princess into Sydney in 2022. Stanley the Bear mascot was named in honour of Stanley McDonald, the first owner of Princess Cruise Lines. Stanley Bear mascot was first launched in 2017 during the Alaskan cruise season. Merchandising of Stanley Bear, you can have pens, magnets, stuffed toys that are seasonal. This one looks like here's a cupcake for a party. There's a very handsome large Stanley Bear. They're at the Calypso shop on Coral Princess. You can have Stanley Bear as a cup or just dressed in different clothing. So it was really great to see Stanley Bear waving goodbye to everybody as we disembarked Sydney. Now, if we revisit Stanley McDonald here, you can see that the first logo for Princess Cruise Line was a happy chap in a sun. So this could really be a resemblance of Stanley if you look at a happy chap, and he was excited about owning Princess Cruise Lines. But only a couple of years later, the iconic Seawitch became the logo of Princess Cruise Line. And you can see this on some 1970s brochures that were on First Vision website. Googling the concept of a Seawitch, you come up with both the pagan and the North imagery of a sea witch, and also you have the Disney image of Ursula as a sea witch, being described as magical, malevolent spirits in the form of mermaids. You can also find reference to a sea witch being a clipper out of America in 1846 that was destroyed in Cuba in 1856, or a three-masted schooner out of Melbourne that was destroyed in Timor from 1851 to 1859. When we revisit the logo of the Seawitch for Princess Cruise Line, where she has her three even blue and white wavy hair, on the Sun Class Sun Princess from 1995, you can see that the Seawitch is a small logo with the three wavy hair that are uneven. This same iconic logo is on the Gem Class Sapphire in 2004. Whereby 2014, the Regal Class Regal Princess has a sea witch that goes right over her bow, which is also emulated here in Magestic Princess in 2017. Where I am not particularly loyal to any one cruise line, I've done 39 cruises to date, 9 of which have been on Princess Cruise Lines. I have been on Sea, Sun, Royal and Coral. These are a couple of photos of me at different places. This is in the Mediterranean at Catacolone, and then here I am on Coral. This is just absolutely beautiful. But the first time I actually met Coral Princess, I was on Norwegian Star going through the Panama Canal, and she was in the opposite lock crossing the Panama Canal with me. So that was the first time I'd ever met Coral Princess. She was beautiful then, and she's still beautiful today. Well, maybe there was some pretty useless information that may come up on a trivia one day on a Princess Cruise Line. So isn't it beautiful to see that beautiful sea witch with the beautiful waving hair on the front of all of the Princess Cruise Lines? And maybe one day you'll get an opportunity to meet Stanley Bear. This is Julie Jules, Cruise Companion, saying stay safe everybody and happy travels.